Hi guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another Chelsea defeat, another match review. Fulham 2, Chelsea 1. What a performance today. Absolutely mind-boggling performance. It's a performance I won't forget. And you're building off of the performance against Manchester City at the weekend. Beautiful. Just so good. More than you can believe. Wonderful. Just great. You guys today were incredible. You were exceptional. So good. I'm so enthusiastic for the future after watching that. I really enjoyed every last drippity drop of that performance. Unbelievable. Yeehaw. London Cowboys. Let's go. So let's break this down. Okay. This is something that we really need to get into because I don't want these players to escape. I want these players to get the microscopic analyzation. I can't even speak. I want them to get the full microscopic analyzation for their performance. So we have the first half. Where do we begin? Felix is starting, and I'm so excited. I'm so interested to see how Felix is going to play. And yes, it was a great start. It was really good. He was at least standing out of all of the old attackers, out of all of the other attackers. Felix was able to, give us a little bit of a flick here and there, to turn the ball around the corner here and there, to help create a big chance for Kai Havertz, who once again, cannot seem to strike the ball with any sort of conviction. He strikes the ball like he plays in the under 8s. He strikes the ball like a child. He just doesn't want to, really put his foot through the ball. So again, that doesn't cause any real danger to the goalkeeper. But of course, Lewis Hall is playing out of position, and he isn't able to get it in terms of the finish. Now, we'll go back to the team, because in terms of the team Potter put out, you have to take some responsibility for that, because you're playing wing backs. And I said it when the team was announced. You're playing wing backs, but there were no wing backs. I'm looking around. Where are the wing backs? So we're playing wing backs, and there's not a wing back. Has anybody see the wing back? Where's the wing backs? Because we played 2 wing backs today. I didn't see any of the wing back. Azpilicueta is not a wing back, right? We all know that. So Lewis Hall, he's a midfielder. He's not a wing back either. So where are the wing backs? Hold on, one sec. Where's the wing backs? So there's no wing backs. So okay, second question. What do you have to gain from playing wing backs if they're not actually wing backs? Wing backs are meant to be players that can overload the pitch, players that can give you a goal in the final third, players that are meant to be able to contribute in the final third, because you have a overload on one or another flank. You do the build-up play on the one side, you do the chance creation on the one side, you switch the ball quickly, and there's the overload. There's the spare man. There's the wing back. The Marcus Alonso, have you will. So Azpilicueta can't shoot. Oh, I didn't know that. Lewis Hall can't shoot at this level. I didn't know that. I saw that against Man City. I didn't know that. So we're playing wing backs that can't do wing back things in the final third. Cool. Well, these guys must be great defensively, right? Come on. We're playing 5 at the back away from home to Fulham. These guys must be great defensively. They must be brilliant defensively. They must be really able to help us from a defensive standpoint. So why on God's name did we concede to Willian, who plays on the left side? We doubled up. We had 2 defenders out there. Doesn't make sense. We had Trevor Chalobah and we had Azpilicueta. So why was it the first goal that we conceded was from the left wing? Oh, I know why. It's because Azpilicueta is finished. He's finished. And we knew this from last summer. He's finished. He should have left in the summer. He is too old. He's got grey hair follicles coming out of his headpiece. It's over. He's a legend. But the emotional attachment in the contract offering, and then of course, oh, he won't play. He will play. He will play because Reece James is injury prone. So we know that Azpilicueta is going to play. So there he is, right in front of you, playing and flopping and failing and finished right before your eyes. You're now seeing the captain, leader, legend falling. You're seeing him faltering. You're seeing him failing. And it didn't need to be this way, because when the contract was announced, I and many other level-headed people, because I'm so level-headed right now, right? Because I'm so level-headed. Many level people, they said, you know what? Don't give him the new contract because he's not actually ready to play at this level anymore. So let's just let him go off into the sunset. Let's let him go to Barcelona so we don't have to watch the demise, because I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch the demise of Azpilicueta in front of me. He's done too much for the club, but he should not be playing anymore. He should be replaced. He should have been replaced last season. So here he is now, getting absolutely done up, destroyed, twisted by Willian, who's 34 years of age. You're getting twisted up by Willian. And Trevor Chaloba's getting twisted up. Everybody's getting twisted up by Willian. Willian, he went to Arsenal as a super spy. He went to Brazil to do the vacation. And then he got released from Corinthians and he comes back to Fulham to go back to the restaurant with David Luiz, and he still manages to spin our starting right back. That is embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. But it wasn't just Azpilicueta, who has played with Willian for 10 plus years and still doesn't know to not let him cut in on his right foot. But anyway, don't know how that works. I don't know how we have you two playing together on the same flank for 10 years and you don't know to show him onto his left foot. So it goes to the near post for Kepa. You think you show him on the right. You think, yeah, let's let Willian. You know what we're going to do? I got a good game. I got a funny game for everyone. Let's let the right-footed winger cut in on his right. Okay, why not? Don't let him cut in on his left. Oh God, no. That doesn't make any sense. Let him cut in on his right. That makes a lot of sense. Let's do that. Even though I've played with him and I know him and I know his strengths and his weaknesses, we're going to let him cut him on the right side. Cool. So that happens. But Trevor Chaloba today was awful. We couldn't tackle in the first half. These are the three things. We couldn't pass. We had shocking decision-making and we couldn't tackle. I'm watching players try to tackle, and including Felix, who was sent off. The tackling technique is lost. It's like we're tackling with emotions. We're not tackling with our brains. We're tackling with emotion. We're going in late Aspie, late Trevor, late Koulibaly, late. Everybody's lateness is greatness. Everybody's lateness is greatness. Nobody can tackle. Nobody can tackle. So we're giving away stupid fouls time and time again. We can't keep the ball because we can't pass. In the first half, we can't pass. Why can't we pass? Why can't we pass? Why? We have wing backs that can't attack. We're moving like Tottenham now. We can't pass the football. Why? Simple passes, guys. Simple passes in this game. We can't make them. Can't make the passes. Koulibaly, stinky. Stinky again. How many more times are you going to stink like a skunk on this pitch? How many more times am I going to have a blocked nose watching your performances? My eyes. I've just come back from the Vision Express, and they told me that you have an eye condition. You know, I went to Vision Express the other day in Uxbridge. They said to me, Matisse, you have an eye condition. You're not going to be able to get laser eye surgery. I said, what's wrong? I said, why have I got an eye condition? Why am I not able to get laser eye surgery? Because I really wanted laser eye surgery. I was looking forward to being able to see in HD, to see in 4K. And they're telling me, well, it looks like something that's developed since around about August. And it seems to really intensify during Chelsea games. And I said, wow, really? What is it? And he said, it's stress. Your cutal, what's it called? Your cutal in your eye, something in your eye is enlarging and it's getting it's inflamed. It's like engulfing in flames. You're just not able to see in your right eye in particular. So it's something to do with Chelsea. It's something to do with Chelsea. And it's I don't know. Something to do with Chelsea. Something to do with the way we play is stressing out my eyes. So I'm not able to get a laser eye surgery thanks to this lot. So Koulibaly's awful. Trevor Chalobah's awful in this match. Azpilicueta's awful. Lewis Hall's having a poor game as well. Every single time he gets the opportunity to finish off a move, he's not able to do it. He can't strike the ball cleanly. So then we move into the midfield. So Potter, you have to take some responsibility, big responsibility for the decision to play those wing backs who aren't really wing backs. But this is where I sympathize with Potter a little bit, is because again, they can't pass. It's the basics that they're not able to do. Koulibaly is getting spun as per usual. They can't tackle. This is the basics. But then we move into the midfield. Zakaria, poor, really poor today. Again, Cover, poor. Everybody's been poor. Kepa was poor today. Everybody was poor. But Zakaria, you know, giving away silly fouls as well. Could have easily given away a penalty. This is why calma. Let's not get too gassed. You know, let's wait to see. So then we move to, of course, the front three, and this is where things get a bit violent, because Felix, outside of Felix, who was sent off for a high challenge, and I couldn't even debate it. How much of a banter club do you have to become, by the way, for your new signing, who's having a good game, who's actually your best attacker, which is not hard, to then be sent off? So now Felix is going to miss West Ham, he's going to miss Liverpool, and he's going to miss Palace. He's going to miss all, I think it's those 3 games, right? Or is it others? I don't even care anymore. Who knows? He's definitely missing Palace and he's missing Liverpool. He's going to be suspended for 3 games. A player that we just brought in on a loan is going to miss the next 3 games. Zakaria injured? I don't know. I think, yeah, he came off of an injury as well. Another injury. Great. Jorginho comes on. Great. He was poor. Couldn't pass. Again, overhit. Cover's passing today was a sight to behold. Trying long passes, trying short passes, underhit, overhit, undercooked, overcooked. Can we get the temperature just right? If this was Goldilocks on this Chelsea team, she would have given up. Fuck it. I can't find it. I can't find the comfort. It's too hot. It's too cold. Can't be asked. Can't be asked. I'm leaving. I'm gone. I'm finished. Give up. You're not going to find anything that's just right, because this Chelsea team is just wrong. Just finished. Just insane what I'm watching. But we have to get to the final third. We have to get to Mason Mount, Kai Havertz. Where do we start with these two? Once again, they are afraid to pass the football. They are afraid to pass the football. Have you ever seen 2 players that are predominantly meant to be on the ball, meant to progress the ball, meant to create on the ball, be scared of passing the ball? It's something very unique that I've never seen before in my life. These players are scared. They're scared to pass. It's like you would think if they passed the ball and they gave it away for a long through ball in between the lines to try and find a forward, you would think that they would be whipped. You would think that their auntie would whip the shit out of them when they got home if they tried to play that pass. That's the way they're acting. They're acting like as if they're going to take licks for these passes. It's Graham Potter. There's nothing to be afraid of. He's a nice guy. Play the pass. And no one can say that, oh, they're afraid to give it away because, oh, transitions. This is when Zakaria was on the pitch. This is when PNP FC was playing. This is when the midfield have some speed and some strength, some dynamism, and they're still afraid to pass the ball. 2 opportunities they had this game to play the pass, to João Felix. João Felix plays a lovely 1-2. He didn't get the 2. He plays a lovely pass into Mount in the first half. And all he's asking for is Mount to give it straight back. Just give it straight back, darling. If you could, sweetheart, just play the pass. It's not hard. Just play the pass. No one's stopping you. Your eyesight, it's not like mine. You have peripheral vision. I don't. I checked my eyes over the last couple of days. I got no peripheral vision left in my right eye. It's gone. Finished. But you have it. You have the vision to play in midfield. You want to be one of the 3 midfielders. You want to play deeper. Yeah? Not playing your natural position. So, João Felix is making the run. He's making a lovely run. It couldn't be more obvious, the run. And you don't want to play the pass. You refuse to play the pass. So that's another player that for me is playing by default that should not be in the starting team. Along with Koulibaly, along with Azpilicueta, along with, now Mason Mount and Kai Havertz. So many of these players, I'm probably missing a whole heap. So many of these players are playing on default. They're playing by default. They're not playing well. They don't deserve to play. They should be benched, but they're playing on default. They're playing by default. They're just playing because why not? Why not? They're playing just because why not? Well, I think there is now time to drop these players. Drop them. Actually drop them. Poor Felix. He got himself sent off. He was so sick and tired of making runs, of doing his flicks round the corner, of setting up Kai Havertz for a big chance. He was so tired of carrying the attack that he got himself sent off. The poor guy. He had 4 shots on target, 1 shot off target, 1 shot blocked, 40 touches, 1 big chance was missed, key pass 1 big chance created. He won 6 out of his 9 ground duels, 1 out of 2 successful long balls, 2 out of 4 dribbles. He was kind of the only attacker that was actually trying to do anything. And he got so tired, he just said, I'm going to get myself sent off. I can't be bothered. I'm done. So Mason Mount didn't want to play the pass. Our midfielder didn't want to play the pass. So he just ignored him. And then Kai Havertz thought it would be funny to do exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing in the second half. He decided that he would also receive the ball. And again, it's a clear pass into João Felix. Mason Mount decided to actually pass it back to Azpilicueta. Like, it was actually back. It was behind him. So he's done a back pass there. But Kai Havertz, you had the opportunity to pass it into Kai Havertz, into João Felix, and you instead avoid the pass. You don't play the pass. You keep carrying the ball, carry, and then fall over, cry, ball goes out of play, chance that could have been created goes past us. Again, another opportunity that we miss. Another opportunity where we could have had a shot on target. We could have had a goal. God forbid we could have had another goal. And these two don't want to play the pass. No wonder why these strikers are suffering. They're not all great. I don't like them all, but they ain't getting their service. Again, another player comes in with the best of intentions. Just like Sterling when he started at Chelsea. He was scoring goals. He was trying as much as he could to rally the troops under Tuchel and get goals. And everybody come, kumbaya. And then the virus that is Chelsea Football Club summoned the devil within him and made him average. You know, if you can't beat them, join them. That's basically what this is. Every time we throw in a new attacker who has a little bit of confidence, a little bit of life, a little bit of va-va-voom, we decide that we're going to corrupt them. We're going to corrupt them. We're going to just wreak chaos until they just evaporate into nothing. And now people are going to be running Felix agendas. When really, for anyone who watched the game, you could tell that Felix actually had some technical ability. But the reason why he didn't get maybe what he needed before he was sent off is because he's surrounded by foolishness. Absolute foolishness. Kai Havertz, foolish performance. Trevor Chalobah, I was singing his praises before when he wasn't in the team. Awful today. I don't know where we go from here. People. We are aiming for 40 points. I don't say that to banter you. I don't say that to be dramatic. Sharp, Daniel, genuinely. I don't say this to be dramatic. We are aiming for 40 points. Mason Mount has the least vision of a midfielder I've ever seen. Kai is just as bad. Aspie belongs in the retirement home. Koulibaly has no more legs, fuming. Yeah, it's just, and you know what it was, yeah, is that in the first half, especially, I started to actually feel a little bit sorry for Potter. Yes, Potter made some mistakes in the lineup, again, in my opinion, with those wing backs, but there's so many individual errors costing us. So many specific moments in matches that are costing us. In this match, whether it's playing the ball with an undercooked, lack of speed, lack of tempo, lack of va-va-voom on the pass. So it's short, intercepted by a Fulham player, transition, straight out our defense. Chance, hit the bar, Bobby Reed hit the bar, due to our own mistake. Whether it's Trevor Chalobah diving in, stupid, our mistake. Whether it's Aspie getting cooked 1v1, letting a winger cutting on his right foot, our mistake. Whether it's Mason Mount, Kai Havertz not playing the ball, cover, short pass, not playing the ball, not able to play the ball, overhit. The amount of passes Kovacic overhit, the amount of passes he overhit. How many times did he pass that ball, try to play it over the line? Jorginho, aiming for Kai's, what are you aiming for? His belly button, his nipple? He's passing the ball at nipple height. And Kai is having to try and do a kung fu kick to try and control it. What is wrong with these players at doing the bare basics? Why can't they pass? Why can't they tackle? Why can't they retain the football? Why can't they shoot? Why can't they create? Why? I don't understand. It's just so painful to watch. You can't watch Chelsea in this match and just say it's all on Potter. Potter has to take responsibility. Oh, damn right. 100%. 100%. He gonna pay. Oh, he gonna pay. Because if we get too close to that relegation, he gonna pay. He gonna get paid and he gonna pay. He gonna pay with his job. If we get too close to that relegation zone, you gonna pay with your job and you gonna get paid because your salary is looking mad for the rest of your contract. So he gonna pay. But these players need to pay as well. These players need to pay. And they need to pay with exits. You need to leave my club. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if a new manager was to come in and give them life, to give them some sort of fake new manager bounce. I don't want that. I want you guys to show your true colors. I genuinely want these players to get themselves out of this mess. Do it. That's what the old Chelsea used to do, right? You used to hire your Avram Grant, your Villas-Boas, your Di Matteo, and they weren't tactically on the same level as your Mourinho's and your Ancelotti's. So instead, those players used to rise up and they used to produce Chelsea-level performances with not Chelsea-level managers because they were that good. These players, unfortunately, have been gassed into oblivion because they've been managing to scrape third and fourth, because they've been managing to get fourth on the last day. They think that's Chelsea standard. They think because that they had a great season one time where we finished fourth level on points, they think it was great. Gareth Bale got a hat-trick to keep us in the Champions League. They thought they did a great season. They think they had a great season. No, you didn't. We didn't win the league. You need to improve. You need to up your own standards as players. If you think that what you were doing a couple of years ago, when everybody was like, Roman and Tuchel we were never this bad. We were never this bad, but you weren't good enough. That's the point. You were not good enough even when we were not this bad. People are saying, we need to do this. We need to get this back. We have been not competing for the league title since 2017. So as far as I'm concerned, since 2017, we have been doing something wrong. That's what Chelsea fans and everybody needs to get into their heads when they talk about Roman, when they talk about previous managers. We have been failing since 2017. And even that, when we won it in 2017, we were coming off a title from 2 years ago where in between we finished 10th because we did not revitalize the team, because we did not upgrade the team, because we rested on our laurels and we decided to finish 10th in between those two title wins. So please understand that this team has been underperforming for many, many years. And this Champions League is not going to save you. This Champions League run with a perfect defensive record, with a fantastic system set up for counter-attacking, is not going to save you. It's not going to save you. We have been washed and in trouble for years. And now everything's being exposed. That's how I see it. We have been in problems for years. We have been lucky to make top four for years. We should have been playing Europa League. That should have been happening years ago, many times. But we got saved. We got lucky here and there in the league. Now you're going to get exposed for what you're really on. What you're really on mentality-wise. What you're really on physically when you're getting done up by 34-year-old Willian. What you're really on technically when you're not playing these passes. You're going to get exposed, and I'm here for it. Because the season's done now, so I've clocked it. Because the season's done and we're not going to get top four, you can fall as far as you wish. Just do not have us in the Sky Bet Championship. That's all I ask. Do not have me going to Old Kent Road to get bullied by Millwall fans. Please. I don't want the abuse. As long as we don't go down there, you have free reign. Do as you will, because you're exposing yourselves. All you're doing is showing what your level is, what you're on. So you do that. You do that. Just don't take us to the Championship. That's what I have to ask. That's what I have to ask. Don't do that. Just don't take us down there. If you can do that, I'm good. But you guys are exposing yourselves. You are exposing yourselves. Just remember that when you step onto that pitch and you think, I don't really need to be motivated because I haven't really got anything to play for. I don't really need to try because we're not going to get in. Cool. You keep doing that. You're exposing yourself. You're showing yourself up. So keep playing like this. Keep playing with my club. Keep playing with my club's crest. Keep doing it and see what happens to you. See what happens to you. See what happens. Keep playing. Embarrassing. The amount of times in that match I wanted to pull my hair out of my head. I was willing to have 0 follicles on my headpiece. 0 follicles. I was willing to be the Black Anthony Taylor. I was this close to becoming the Black Anthony Taylor tonight. You lot drove me to this. You've already failed me for eyesight test. Now you're making me bald. Genuinely, I'm going to lose hair over this. You guys are frauds. You're moving like frauds. You need to pick this shit up. It's Palace again on Sunday. It's Palace again on Sunday at home. I can't be bothered to say must win. We sit 10th. We are aiming for 40 points. I'm not trying to be bantering about it. I'm not trying to be dramatic. We are aiming for 40 points. And I'll tell you why. Because we need 15 more points. We need 5 more wins. And we've won 1 in the last 8. That is relegation form. The only team we've beaten in the last 8 is Bournemouth. That is relegation form. So if we're going to play the relegation form, then we're going to talk about it. You want to play like relegation candidates, then we're going to talk about relegation. We're going to talk about it. Why should I give you any more than what you're playing? Why should I come and defend you on the next show on Big Six? Why should I come and defend you on all these platforms? Why? You guys are playing like relegation candidates, so we're going to talk about relegation, which means we're going to need to hit that 40-point mark. I'm trying to find 5 wins because we're 15 points away from 40 points. I'm trying to find 5 wins. I haven't found the 5 wins yet. I don't want to be disrespectful about the other clubs as well, because to be fair, we didn't beat Nottingham Forest away from home. So who am I to think that we can beat them? We didn't beat them away from home. Who am I to think that we're definitely going to beat them at home? So for me, 40 points. Get your 40 points and we go from there. I'm going to wrap this up in a couple of minutes. Everybody knows Big Six starts 5 past. Let's not be silly. Let's not be immature. We all know that if I end this now, I'm going to go in there. Not everybody there. Let's not be silly. So, yeah. That's what we're aiming for, is the 40 points. So you guys just focus on that, right? You just focus on your 40 points. When you go into that dressing room, I don't want to hear you talking about nothing else. I don't want to hear you talking about no Europe. I don't want to hear it. Just focus on your 40 points. Focus on your 40 points, because it's all you can even bear to even try and get at this point. It's all you can even think of. Let me send myself the link. Just focus on your 40 points, man. Focus on your Wolves. I'm going to be checking Wolves' results. I'm going to be checking Nottingham Forest results. I'm going to be checking Bournemouth, Southampton results. I want to see this relegation fight. I want to make sure that these players and this team are ready for battle, because it ain't easy down there. When the pressure's on, it's not easy. It's not easy. So let's see what you guys got. Let me make sure I didn't miss nothing before I get cooked. I think I've covered everything I need to cover. Fair play to Willian. Fair play. Fair play to Vinicius, former Tottenham striker who managed to get a goal. Fair play. Well done to you guys. The 2 players that I could have picked not to score, they scored against us. So fair play to you guys. I wish you all the best of luck for the rest of the season. We are now 6 points behind Fulham, still behind Brentford, and we still don't have West London under control. So forget West London. Let's just focus on staying in the league. We'll get them next year, guys. We'll get them next year. Big up your damn selves in a bit, people. Peace. Perfect.